Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to start our lessons on triangles. Okay. Our first lesson on triangles will be the triangle sum conjecture. Okay. So let's talk about what that means. So what we previously learned, we were talking about parallel lines. And with parallel lines, we were discussing alternate interior angles. So we know that on a straight line, we know all three of these angles add up to 180 degrees. So angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 must equal 180. Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 add up to 180. So, but with parallel lines, we had the following discussion. We know alternate interior angles are congruent. So, angle 3 let's see, there it is. Angle 3 is an angle 5 or alternate interior angles. That means they must be the same. We also know that angle 1 and angle 4 are alternate interior angles, so they must be the same. So what does that mean? So if angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 add up to 180, so in our triangle, we know angle 1 is the same as angle 4. We know angle 3 is the same as angle 5. So that tells us angle 4 plus angle 2 plus angle 5 must also add up to 180. Because so the three angles of any triangle will also add up to 180. Okay? A nice little reminder, all three angles must add up to 180. All three angles must add up to 180. So let's take a look at an example. Here we want to find the measure of x. We have a triangle, so we know all three angles have to add up to 180. So what do we need to do to solve for x? The first thing you do is make an equation. So the equation will be x plus 19 plus 117 is equal to 180. So the first thing we do is make an equation. Next, we want to start to solve for x. So we're going to simplify 19 plus 17. So 19 plus 17 gives us 136. Now we have an algebra problem. So we need to get x by itself. So we're going to subtract the 136 from both sides. And when we subtract 136 from both sides, the 136's cancel on the left. And 180 minus 136 gives us 44. So we know the third angle will be 144. Good job, ladies and gentlemen. Good job. Let's do another one. Again, we want to find the missing angle. So, all three angles add up to, what do all three angles add up to? Yes. All three angles have to add up to 180. So the first thing to solve for x is to do what? Yes, make an equation. So we make an equation. X plus 59 plus 82 equals 180. Then we're going to simplify. We're going to add the 59 and the 82. That gives us 141. So x plus 141 equals 180. Now we have an algebra problem. We're going to solve for x, which means we need to subtract the 141 from both sides. our 141s will cancel. So on the left side, we're left with x, and on the right side, 180 minus the 141 gives us 39. So x is equal to 39. Good job, ladies and gentlemen. I have one more example for you. Again, we want to find x. Ooh, this one's a little different. The numbers and the x's are on the outside. So, now we have to remember a couple things. So, first off, we know we have a triangle. So, how many degrees are in a triangle? 180, yes. And then we have to look at, we have supplementary angles. We have two angles that make a straight line. And we have two angles that make a straight line. That we also know that those two angles have to add up to 180 as well. Okay, those two angles have to add up to 180. So, if that's the case, we can find this missing angle. Since we know that's 123, so 180 minus the 123 will give us 57. But now we have these congruent marks that want to give us information. See the congruent marks? So what do those congruent marks mean? That means those angles are the same. That means those angles are the same. So we know the second angle must also equal 57. All right. So now we can find the missing angle, the missing angle of the triangle. We don't know what that is, so let's just give it a letter. Give it a letter M. So now we can do what we were doing before. We can solve for, once we know what M is, then we can use this one to find M, and we're going to use the triangle sum theorem to find M, and then we can use this one to find x again. All right, so let's make those equations. So our first equation to find M is M plus 57 equals 180. I want to solve for M. So I want to add the 57 plus the 57. So M plus 114 equals 180. I need to subtract the 114 from both sides. The 114s cancel. On the left, I'm left with M. And on the right, 180 minus the 114 gives me 66. Are we done? No, because we're trying to find x. We're trying to find x. Now I know that this angle right here, angle M, is equal to 66. So now I know that these two angles together have to add up to 180 because they are supplementary. So I can make another equation. So I know x plus M is equal to 180. So I can substitute x plus 66 is equal to 180. Again, I can subtract the 166 from both sides. My 66 cancels on the left, and I'm left with x is equal to 114. Okay. Good job, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent work.